Jake Paul knew what it was when he first signed the fight. This ain't the first time he had battered against a woman. You knew what it was when you first signed the fight. So don't get mad and cuss him out and talk bad about him now. You knew what it was when you signed up for it.
The boxing world just exploded. Jake Paul's in the crosshairs from every direction. KSI, Nate Diaz, Tank Davis, and now legends are weighing in. Buckle up. Roy Jones Jr. just dropped a reality check on Jake Paul. The Hall of Famer called out Jake for throwing his own fighter under the bus after drama surfaced. Roy's message? Simple. You knew who this guy was before you signed him. Don't act shocked now.
Jake Paul knew what it was when he first signed the fight. This ain't the first time he had battered against a woman. You knew what it was when you first signed the fight. So don't get mad and cuss him out and talk bad about him now. You knew what it was when you signed up for it. Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Let's not do that. I don't talk bad about him either, but don't do the dude like that. No, the dude having a hard time in his life right now. Don't just do him like that, you know what I mean? Because you knew exactly what he was when you signed him to fight the first time. All I gotta say.
Henry Garcia didn't hold back when discussing Jake Paul's recent withdrawal from facing Gervonta Tank Davis. The father of boxing star Ryan Garcia questioned the legitimacy of Paul's boxing career, suggesting that established champions fighting influencer boxers like Jake Paul isn't pure boxing.
You know, and Jake Paul is reaching now. He's reaching, and I don't like that. I mean, stick to one person and stay like that, but you can't go after. Like let's say Jake Paul picked Canelo right now. I want Canelo, or I want Bud Crawford, you know. Stay in your lane because, you know, boxing is a beautiful sport, you know, and so many boxers take pride in that. So if you start picking at the real champions, you know, it might not go your way. You gotta be careful, you know.
He emphasized that while Jake has built a successful entertainment brand around boxing, there's a clear distinction between spectacle and the sport's true competitive nature. Henry then issued a stark warning to the YouTube star-turned-boxer about the dangers of overreaching in his career.
Be careful because you don't want to go too far up. You know, don't go too far up because you're gonna meet someone that really can box. Be careful, Jake, because you don't want to go too far up, you know, because you got to know when to stop. Just like that song, you got to know when to hold them, know when to fold them, you know, and that's the truth. You got to be ready for that.
I know when to fold
You got to know, brother. You got to know when.
Henry's cryptic warning suggested that Jake Paul needs to recognize his limitations before stepping into the ring with elite-level fighters like Tank Davis. Additionally, Gabe Rosado's had enough of the circus fights. He's calling out the trend of celebrities facing washed legends instead of real competition. Rosado's throwing down the gauntlet. He wants to be the test that proves whether Jake's serious or just selling tickets. He said if you want respect in boxing, face active pros who can actually fight back.
Stop fighting dudes like Tyson. Stop fighting dudes like little Tank Davis. Come on, man. Like, I wasn't mad at Tank for getting that bag. You know what I mean? I think he turned down a shitload of money. But it's kind of comical that you're fighting a guy so small. Fight me. You know what I'm saying? Fight me if you really want to prove something. A fight with me is a fight that's gonna sell. You can market. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's a legit fight. So this is something different. You know what I mean? I'm not Nate Diaz, and no disrespect to Nate Diaz, but Nate Diaz is a UFC fighter. I'm a real professional boxer that's active. And not saying anything against the other pro fighters that he's fought, but Mike Tyson isn't Iron Mike no more. Comes a time where you can't keep playing boxer. You either really that, or you just gonna keep fronting. You know what I'm saying?
Now here's where it gets wild. Jake Paul just revealed talks are underway for a potential fight with Alex Pereira. Yes, the UFC knockout artist. Jake's team tweeted, tweet says, his team is down. I think the only thing preventing it is the UFC, and if these guys can get out of their contracts to fight me. It would be a massive fight at some point, and I know he's down to make it happen. Wade Plemons immediately shut down the hype. He reminded everyone that Alex Pereira is locked under a UFC contract, tweeting, this will not happen while Alex is still under UFC contract. How do people not understand that by now? Contracts are king. Until Pereira is free, this is just talk. Luke Thomas echoed the same sentiment, cutting through all the noise. He said, in other words, nothing that means anything has happened. But Chael Sonnen sees it differently. He argues these fights aren't just about competition, they're about opportunity and money. Even Tyson Fury took massive paydays. Sonnen challenged critics. Name a better fight for Jake Paul right now than Francis Ngannou. It's a legitimate challenge and a massive payday.
When Francis says fighting Jake Paul wouldn't make sense, well, what in hell do you think Tyson Fury got for boxing you? These aren't mean things from me. This is a reality. Tyson Fury knew there was a check. Name one person you'd rather see Jake Paul fight than Francis Ngannou. Is a real challenge. How Tyron Woodley, Ben Askren, Anderson Silva, Mike Tyson, how those aren't real challenges, I don't know. But this is the story as we're told. And do you see where that would satisfy so much? Do you see where that would force even the biggest hater to be quiet? And my job for something to make sense is the biggest check against the easiest opponent. I cannot think of anything I would rather see Jake and Francis do.
Meanwhile, Edgar Berlanga is tired of waiting. He just issued a direct challenge to Jake Paul. Stop dodging, pick up the phone, and sign the contract. Berlanga's ready, the fans want it, and he's done with excuses. His message is clear. Let's do this now.
Hey, Jake, pick up the phone, champ. I've been calling you. Pick up. Let's make the fight happen. Pick up the phone, man. Stop playing.
So the question is, can Jake Paul finally step up and face a true killer like Alex Pereira? Or will he keep dodging real competition? The boxing world is watching. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe for more.